What up, gang? It's Mang. I'm back on Arena, and I have a special guest today. We are going to be doing a draft with none other than Alex from Limited Level Ups. How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm excited. This should be fun. It's always fun drafting with somebody else. I think co-op drafts are not just fun, but it's always cool to have another perspective. So yeah, definitely looking forward to this.
Yeah, Alex is the man. Make sure you check out his podcast, his YouTube channel. You've been doing this, what, for 4 years now? Is that?
Yeah, 4 or 5 at this point. Yeah, it's been a while. I've lost track, but I've been in the game for a while. So it's we were just talking beforehand how like once you start to do some content, it's always kind of interesting to like think like, well, I actually have to like think about what I'm doing in this game and talk it out loud. So I think not only just co-op drafting in general is cool, but like with two content creators talking out thoughts, I think that creates some interesting dynamics.
Yeah, I'm hoping we clash. I hope we're just like totally wrong on a certain card or different opinions.
Totally.
This will be
Absolutely.
fun. But cool. Let's do traditional draft. That way we can get some sideboard action. Very similar to what I do on Friday nights. Do you go to a game shop regularly, or what's your kind of paper magic taste?
Yeah, once in a while. I make it out to the game shop a little less often than I used to. I do have a fairly consistent paper group that we draft, maybe once a month. Really good players, just like some of the best players in Toronto. We a lot of people that are going to the pro tour from this city kind of hang out with us, so it's a good time. So yeah, definitely like me some paper drafts once in a while.
Yeah, love it. You can't beat drafting in pod. It's a whole different experience. Cool though. Let's do it. I'm gonna put your channel in the description, Alex. Please check him out. He is the best. I've learned so much past couple years. But what do you say? We just get right into it.
Yeah, I would love that. I will say I can't see a screen, so a
Oh
share of the
yeah.
screen would be helpful. But otherwise, I'm ready. So have you had any preferences for what you've been liking the draft so far, or kind of been, I don't know, bouncing around a bunch of different things?
Yeah, I end up in blue-white artifacts. I'm a sucker for the Magitech infantry
Nice.
deck.
Yeah, baby.
Sucker for that one. Golgari's been good to me too. I see a Cloud of Darkness. I'm clinging to that. What about you?
Nice. Yeah, I really started the format very blue heavy. Now I'm kind of in my white card era. I agree. Magic Infantry has been a card I take pretty highly. Oh, speaking of white cards, got a good one here.
Yeah, what do you think about this one? High upside, little swingy. Moogle's Valor.
Yeah, you gotta be a heavy creature count for sure in your deck, but I think it's super strong. I think as long as you're up there, and this might be interesting. I don't know how much you want to experiment, but I've been kind of getting into the green-white deck fairly often as a deck. I think it's actually a little bit underdrafted. So, and Valor is phenomenal there for the green-white go-wide deck.
All right, we'll hover that for now. How do you
Yeah.
describe the green-white deck? Is it a saga deck? Is it a legendary deck?
Yeah, it's the where I've been drafting it. It's kind of like the advertised token making, go wide, pump spells, right? It's like Moogle's Valor plays really well there. Yeah, I've seen some legendy stuff sometimes for some green white decks, but I haven't done that too much myself.
Yeah. Thoughts on Primal Garuda here?
Yeah, kind of swingy, right? Hit and miss. Sometimes it feels great, sometimes it feels terrible. I have avoided putting that card in my deck most of the time.
Yeah, I think the 3 sagas on it too gives it short shelf life.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's follow up Moogle's Valor with what? We have an eject, solid 4 mana, matters spell.
For sure.
I see Cloudbound Moogle, the Cycler. We can get those usually later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Curl, Dreams Laguna. Those are the 4 kind of that stand out to me. I mean, we could jump into Suplex and Red, but is Red the weakest of the colors? Just like generically speaking?
Yeah, I think so. I'm the most hesitant to like jump into red early on. Like, I really want like a Choco Comet or a Rare or a Katana or something. So I think it's safe to say that.
Okay. No, I agree.
Yeah, what do you land here?
I'm between Eject or Lagunas. I think these are solid enough in blue to go there. I think the white cards are replaceable.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Jack's awesome. That's where my eyes drawn to as well. And yeah, I agree here.
All right, let's take Eject. Let's get some interaction going. Replaces itself. And okay, we opened a good one. Cloud of Darkness. Pretty far off from doing that at the moment, based on the first 2 picks. But good rare here too. Astrologian's Planisphere.
Totally.
This is a instant sorcery. Yeah, non-creature spell matters card where you grow the creature that's equipped. Sahagin is everybody's favorite common in the set.
Totally, yeah.
Do you prioritize the Sahagin over the Planisphere, or is this just in a class of its own?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think they're actually pretty close. I probably take the Planisphere, but I wouldn't fault anybody for taking the Sahagin. It might be a little bit like rare goggles on and just want to take the high rarity card, but I don't know. I think Planisphere has some pretty high upside.
Yeah, and it's tempting too, right? Because we have 2 spells that trigger the Sahagin. Yeah, hopefully we get some of these to wheel.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Okay. This pack, I see a Zach Fair, which is always it's been good to me. It's, if anything, it's annoying for your opponent to point removal at your stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Really nice to go like Zach into Planisphere, be able to protect your creature that's going to keep growing.
That's true. Yeah, or if it's equipped as well, you can.
Oh yeah, totally.
Move that around. Rescue mission. That's only been okay. You got the merchant and the town in our colors, but we're not really caring about towns just yet. So I think we can probably forego that, right?
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's always nice to add a dual land to your mana base just to make the mana better, but Zach's good enough, I think, to take over a land, in my opinion.
Yeah, let's do it. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, juicy.
Yeah. Yep, now I'm nervous. I mean, we're going to pass up a Katana? Is that really what we're going to do?
I mean, with infantry and side quests in the pack, like, we know we're blue-white, or like at least one of those colors, and those are both great cards. Whew. Yeah, I'd be curious to hear where your gut says to take here.
Man, it's pack 1, pick 5. We got to start taking infantry early in option if we want to start doing that. I'm good without side quest here. I think that's the weakest of the 3, but Katana's awesome. It's just, it hurts to pass it, but I think we'll stay in white.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think so too. And like, we'll keep an eye out. Maybe red just continues to be open. We'd be like, okay, sure, we should move in. But I'm happy with our 3 white cards already.
Yeah, I'm with you. So we got weapons vendor, just solid common. We do have 1 equipment at the moment. It's always nice to move that around for the discount. And then Scorpion Sentinel has always been good, more so in the Artifact Matters deck. But even then, it's like you're going to get this to a 4/4 in the late game. It just kind of scales itself.
Yeah, and you might, like, I think blue-white tends to be fairly aggressive, and it's like, well, you might not get to 7 mana. I find as long as you have, like, a little bit of card draw, some Dreams Laguna, like, you even get there in your aggressive decks a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! You grabbed a bad rare.
The worst rare.
Well, you have a few more gems if you complete the set.
Thank you, Arena, for doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully we don't miss weapon vendor, but.
Yeah, totally.
Let's keep it moving. Another kind of weak pack for us. There is a merchant. Are you playing this in your non-town decks?
Nah, I haven't found it to be like good enough as just a looter.
Yeah.
So, I was talking about that green-white deck. Quina is really good in that green-white deck. I would probably speculate here over, like, Airship, because Airship's fairly filler.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're fairly certain we're white, and then we'll kind of see where else that goes. But I think, worth speculating there is kind of how I would see that.
That's a good call-out, too. I have a lot of newer drafters on my channel, and they don't speculate as early as they should be. So, like, cards with upside, maybe they're not in your colors now. You never know what pack 2, pack 3 will look like.
Absolutely.
So that's a good call there. Crystal Fragments. It seems like it goes
kind of a pack. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, it goes in any deck. Flip it for value, move it around, little short sword.
Yep. Looks good. We got like Zach, and we are still here. Hello.
They're really trying to kick us out.
Yeah, really.
Okay. Merchant, there's the town. Could just take Ramen if we need a playable.
Yeah, once in a while. Like, I might play this card if I end up with a bunch of the those Valkyries, like the blue affinity for artifact creatures. I could see that being the case. Not likely, but.
Yeah, Curl's good. Have you been enjoying Curl? You like see the payoff in the ability?
I've played it more and more. It's not often a card I take early, but it's a card that I've been like, you know what? I'm happy with it as my 20 to 23rd card.
Yeah, totally. That ability comes up against like those larger creature decks, like facing like an Omega or a Diamond Weapon, being able to tap it's really nice.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Probably take some interaction here, right?
Yeah, nice pickup. Chocomog is also an option, but I agree we should probably take some interaction. Oh, that's great. Blue-white land. Feels nice.
There we go.
Cool.
Yeah, Chocomog anyway. Oh, you want 2 of these?
we can get 2 of them.
All right, looking at this pack, my eyes go to Sleep Magic right away. I'm also seeing, I mean, Vanille's nice and green, but not what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Cornered by Black Mages if we were in black. That's a close pick there if you're doing the wizard thing, but Sleep Magic's been rock solid.
Yeah, I really like Sleep Magic. I think there's some consideration for the Paladin's Arms. I think that's a solid equipment, and like we said, we know we're white for sure. Not absolutely sure we're blue, but I agree. Sleep Magic's enough better.
Yeah, of the common weapons, do you have like a favorite? Paladin's Arm, do you like the staff better? The 2 mana.
Yeah, the White Mage's Staff. Yeah, I think White Mage's Staff is the best thing right here. Great, very timely. Probably the best of the bunch, but I do like the other white one that we just saw.
Yeah.
And the red one, the sword, the 4 mana sword's okay too. The blue one, not so much. So that the stage's new list right there. But yeah, White Mage's Staff would be my pick for the best.
Yeah, I agree. This one's been good. It's like pseudo lifelink. It adds up over the game.
Totally.
Talk to me about splashable cards like Squall here. Is this something you are considering here, or are you just staying on the rails in white?
Yeah, I think especially because we are looking like an aggro deck, we're not that interested in splashing for a card that's like good but not amazing. Like Squall is a good card, not a busted card. So I would be happy playing it if we're black-white, but yeah, right now black has not seen that open.
Yeah. I think I ran into that issue at pre-release. I was trying to do too much. I was splashing like eject, the black 4 mana legend.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I paid the price. A lot of hands you can't keep, and
totally.
I think newer drafters will run into that issue. They try to do a little bit too much, stretch the mana base too thin.
Yeah. Consistency is the key. Honestly, if you want to be good at limited, consistency is so important. Good mana.
All right, another weakish pack for us. There's a curl. What do you think about this one, the ATM? If we're gonna be an aggro deck, is this?
I like it in like my green-black self-mill decks, but not so much in this kind of deck. I would actually probably take the Crossroads here, honestly. Just like one more thing to make our mana a little bit better.
Sure.
It looks okay currently, but nothing in that pack, spell-wise, was very exciting.
Yeah. All right, we got Phoenix down. We can try to take Weapon Vendor this time.
Yeah.
Retrieve the Esper. Yeah. I mean, that's good. I've seen this overlap in the 4 mana Matters deck a lot too. Not only does it make an artifact, it costs 4 mana, so it triggers, Sahagin and those creatures. I've been pretty happy with that.
It's a nice flexible card. It kind of goes in any blue deck, but I agree. Yeah, let's just take the vendor, see where that goes.
Okay, we got Suncrest. Destroy any permanents.
Suncrest. Solid.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't think we want Chocomog without like token makers, right? Yeah, like you really want to be able to say like when Chocomog comes down, I'm pumping quite a few creatures, and we're not really that kind of deck just yet. So
yeah, we're kind of light on creatures. I mean, a few job select cards, but let's just take the removal.
Yeah, Fate's not an exciting removal spell, but I'll play one in my my white decks.
Yeah, it's no Ride's End from Aether Drift.
Yes. That's a great that's a really good point actually, because they look very similar, and you can be like, oh, Ride's End was so good, but a whole mana's difference, right? 3 mana to kill a tap thing rather than 2. That makes a world of a difference.
Yeah. Here's one of my pet cards, Gallicat. This thing's been a house. And
I love Gallicat.
Majority of the games I've played.
Yeah, totally. It's been even better than I might have. I underrated it at first, I gotta say, actually, but I kept dying to it. So, yeah.
You can equip it. You can do a lot of things. Put counters on it. It gets out of hand. We really need like a combat tutorial or some card selection here is what we need.
Definitely, yeah. I think that would be much needed. I'm happy with, I'd be happy with 2 or 3 kind of copies of that card here.
Ooh, okay. I almost forgot we were trying to do this. The Magitech
I was just
Infantry.
thinking, yeah. Great.
There's that. Noctis is lower on the rankings, right? Despite its rarity.
Yeah, that's the one. That's one of the cards you don't want to get blinded by the rare symbol, right? Like it's a 3-color card. It's hard to cast, and it sometimes does good things and sometimes not so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. The it's right. It's difficult to cast, and then who knows if you get the value at the right time with it. But
yeah, exactly.
Paladin's Arm came back, which is great for us.
Yeah, really happy with that.
You go just 2-drop. Do you go Ramen?
Yeah, I think another 2-drop looks good. Like you mentioned, we're like slightly light on creatures, so filling that gap in looks nice.
All right, this is a card that on the surface I thought it read really well, but it's been just a tad slow for this format. Is that right?
Definitely. I would still take it, but yeah, I think we hope not to play it probably.
Sure. All right, just take Phoenix down.
Yeah, there's a small chance it makes our deck. All right, there's that Chokumog.
Got him anyway.
All right, big open.
Oh.
Big open, just not for us.
Yeah, it's a bummer. This is a house too.
Yeah, a really nice one.
Play that with Garnet, the green-white.
Oh wow,
creature.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's what you want. All right, we got card draw, but we got Ice Magic. Is Ice Magic better than Dreams of Laguna for what we need?
Yeah, it's a great question. I really like that you tagged on the for what we need here, because I think they're about equal in power level. But what do we like? Do we have enough interaction? And if we do, then I like taking the card selection. I think we could do for one more though. So let's lock it in and hope we see a little more card selection later.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, we got more.
Made the wrong choice.
Yeah, apparently. But
yeah.
Is Eject better than Ice Magic in a vacuum, just because it replaces itself?
Yeah, I think so. Like, you get the flexibility of Ice Magic to cast it for 2 mana sometimes. It comes up, but the replacing itself is a huge deal.
Yeah. All right, let's just do that then. Creature counts at 10, plus some equipments. I can name like 3 at the top of our head, so we're getting there. We got there.
Yeah, we're getting there for sure.
All right, man, these are flying around.
Yeah.
But
Can't complain.
Sleep Magic, number 2?
Yeah, I think especially because now looking at the curve, we're starting to rise a little high on the 4-drop slot, right? Like, I think we're kind of like right where we don't want too many more unless there's some exceptional 4-drop card. So the cheaper card looks great.
All right, let's do it. I've lost a Shantoto probably 20 times as well.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one. All right. Paladin's Arm is where I'm looking at. I don't think we need another town. We're gonna stay in our 2 colors.
Yeah, I think a good tip as far as like towns or tap lands go is like 2. 2 is where I want in my 2-color decks. 2 tap lands is just enough.
Yeah. We have some really good ones here. I love Combat Tutorial. Swallowed by Leviathan is great. Is Titus what you want to do, even in blue-white artifacts?
Yeah, it's a little slow to get going. I haven't found it to be great, and I like the Combat Tutorial. This is actually an interesting spot. I usually would take Swallowed by Leviathan, but I really do think we need a little more card selection, card draw, and it's a really nice combo with our rare, the Planisphere, because you go Planisphere on 1 or on 2, Combat Tutorial, you put 3 counters on it, because you cast a non-creature, draw a 3rd card, and put a counter. So yeah, pretty cool.
That is sweet. All right, this is coming together now. Of the rare lands, this one's not the best one, right? This one's pretty situational. You maybe get one thing back.
Right, I think I just take another Paladin's Arms.
Yeah.
We're not putting stuff in the grave very often.
All right. I don't think we're playing Nautilus. Are we going to play Restoration Magic? Are you playing this or Magic Damper in a lot of your decks?
Yeah, I like both those cards quite a bit, actually. Like, especially when you've got flyers. And we don't have too many flyers, but we have creatures that can get big. Often... And if your opponent can't interact with your creatures in combat, they have to reach out and cast a removal spell. And then you can really get them with a card like that.
Right. Yeah, this one gives you life back too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, super nice.
All right. We're not splashing Zidane, as tempting as that looks. We have...
Yeah, Zidane's sweet.
Chokumog. Probably not playing it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think we're probably... I don't think there's too much that would wheel from the earlier packs. So I think we've got what we're working with, I think.
Wow.
We might play another vendor, actually. We do have a lot of equipment now.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this curve. We're just about done. What is there?
Yeah.
Do you run one Magitech infantry, or do you have to have two?
Yeah, it's a great question. I have run one once when I had a lot of things that cared about artifacts. Like I had a lot of Gala cats.
Yeah.
And I just had like some other artifacts. Like you can make a justification for it. I wouldn't like actively look to do it though. It's kind of the way I look at it.
Do you think you're Oh, should we just take this over the other tap line?
Yeah, I'll take the. I think either would be good actually. I was gonna say let's take the land, so it's good that we ended up there, but sweet.
Yeah, this looks good. I was gonna say even the illusion of having more than one Magitech infantry, sometimes your opponent will remove it so that you don't get that third one.
That's a great point. Yeah, I've had situations where, I play it on one, the opponent plays the Ochu, the 1-mana green Death Touch, and I attack in, and I don't have the second in my deck. They're like, wow, I'm snap blocking because you can't go search the other one out. And I'm like, yes.
That's a win, yeah. All right, Phoenix down. This is what I'm looking at. I don't think we have a lot of good targets to get back.
No, I only really like Phoenix down when you've got like an exceptional thing. You really want to buy it back, so I agree. That's the first cut here for me.
Yeah, like a Joshua or like, one of those like 3 or 4 mana bombs.
Yeah, Dion or something like that.
All right, we got Summon, Chocomog. This does buff the board. That's kind of where my eyes went first.
Yeah, so I guess one thing I would take a quick inventory of is where did our creature count end up?
Yeah, let's see. 10, but we got 4 job selects.
Yeah.
Plus
5 actually. Plus 5 job selects with the
oh yeah.
Three arms and the 2/2 drops. So we're good on creature. We can cut a creature. It's not like critical that we keep all of our creatures,
Yeah, I'm looking at Castle Guard and Summon Choco being like the least impactful here.
Yeah, I think Summon Choco is the first one I would cut. I'm just like, yeah, not huge in that. Oh, you know what I think I would probably cut is Slash of Light when we've got like double eject and sleep magic and ice magic. Or I wonder, this is actually an interesting little thing, is Slash worse than Fate of the Suncrist? I think Slash might be better because we've got 5 equipment. So that's a close one though.
Yeah, maybe we are good on removal, so we can probably trim there. It does hit any permanent though, but
yeah, that's a good upside. You're right. That's like it's not strictly worse or anything.
But I guess how do we win? We win the game by going wide and getting in with the flyer. Bouncing their things.
Yeah, just keep them off balance, tempo them out.
For sure.
Right, I was gonna say I think to make sure we have enough artifacts for Gallicat. Also with 3 vendors, arms gets a lot better, right?
That's
like
true.
just I'm kind of into that. I think my cut would be Crystal Fragments. I think that card is okay if you care a lot about the artifact, but we don't have like a ton of cards to care about artifacts. So we've got a lot of other ways to get creatures in. I don't really think we need the equipment, the kind of cheaper one that doesn't come with a body.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, nice. This looks good.
Great.
I mean, I wish I had more infantry, but like we're gonna we're gonna tempo them out. I think we can steal some games here and catch a good.
I think you could say I wish we had more infantry in like literally every white deck, even if you end up with 4. Like I wish I had a few more of these.
Yeah.
So.
I think I was watching to 4, and I think he had like 7 in one of his Boros decks. It was electric.
That sounds like a very DeFore thing to do. Have 7 magic inventories.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, great. Let's play. Yeah, how have you found the gameplay for this set? It's been I heard some people say that it's been like very disorienting with like, oh, I could equip, I could do this. There's like so many options. I don't know how you found it.
I love the options. As much as I didn't care for the art, Aether Drift was one of my favorite sets recently. I loved the crew saddle decision making you had to do.
Yeah.
Saddle you had to do pre-combat, which really threw a wrench into things. Like I love give me a million ways to mess up, and I will be a-okay losing the game because of my mistake. I love those types of sets. So this has been.
That's such a good way to put it. Yeah, I love that.
But this is looks like a keep to me. Hopefully we get the 3rd land.
Yep, looks good.
I opened Dion. I went to 2 pre-releases. He was my promo card in both of them.
Oh, that's great. That's very lucky.
That's the best start.
I'm sure he did you well.
Sure did. Don't think you ever lose a game really when you cast them.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
I think I've lost maybe 1 so far.
We're probably getting this online, right?
It's interesting, right? Because like I would think, how many non-creatures am I going to play in the next few turns? And I think we're probably going to be curving out with creatures first.
Okay.
And so I kind of like just going Castle Guard, and then they're going to be kind of reluctant to attack into it or block it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess the sequencing, like in which you'll cast those non-creatures, is a good point.
Yeah. Ramen, interesting.
Yeah, I think that's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
All right. I think we're okay just getting in and playing the Planisphere.
Yeah, I totally agree.
What would you say was the weakest archetype or least supported?
That's a really good question. Hard to answer for this set because I think they're all actually quite supported. I might say black white, like as in its synergies, like its stated sacrifice synergies.
Yeah.
Don't quite get there, but I still played black white quite happily with just good black white cards. So I think that'd be my answer, but I think they did a really good job of making sure that most of the decks are quite supported. I don't know. Do you have one that you feel like kind of didn't get there?
Oh, that black white was a good call because I think the signposts leave a little bit more to be desired.
Yeah.
I think the red green Choco deck.
Oh yeah.
Can be challenging too. A lot of landfall.
Nope, you're right. That's totally it.
Yeah. Not to say I haven't got trampled over by Gladiolus and the Green Dino, but it's less frequent.
Yeah, I agree. Oh no! All right, bye.
All right. Well, no land. Suppose we play this, and are we the aggressors here with them down on cards?
Yeah, I think I want to just, I would say so. I think we're kind of like at parity. I would attack and, probably even just bounce their 2/1, right? Like the token.
Yeah.
Just kill it, get in, because I think they're going to be pretty happy to trade. Just, yeah, keep them off balance, and yeah, they're like, do I really have to trade off? And yeah, they take it, so that's good.
And if we really miss another land, we can at least do this with the infantry.
Yeah, it's really nice. I guess that's a nice part about infantry, that it kind of gives you different ways to spend your mana.
Yep. Oh, there you go. They don't want us to get more. Uh-oh. Are we stopping the bleeding? We can trade at any point. Probably just play curl and swing is my guess.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we're still just like happy to trade blows.
This is where we draw one of our towns, though, when they come in tapped.
Yeah, exactly. All right, play another one of that. So they're on like all pingers all the time. Everything they've played is pinged so far.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop this. Two rapiers. Oh boy.
Okay, that's not a bad draw because we can now still have a pretty good combat.
Yeah, are we pumping the brakes or we going? They're gonna be pinging us.
I'd still get in here because like I think they're relatively likely to block, and if they don't, we can just kill one of their things with slash.
Yeah, or I mean, this gives indestructible too, right?
Yep, indestructible, gain some life, so all good stuff.
Oh, let us in. All right.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad for us. So yeah, I think now we just, before they untap, want to kill that Sabo Tender. And now we're ahead in the race, right? Like,
Yeah.
They don't have a board. We can gain a little life with the Restoration Magic, bounce a big thing with the Eject if we draw land.
Yeah, any land, please. would be
I
excellent.
know, yeah. We got a lot of them. Intervention. Okay, okay. Yeah, race is now swung back in their favor, but as soon as we draw land, we should be okay.
There we go.
There we go. So yeah, good spot to think and like go, okay, do we need to eject? Are we in danger of dying? What are the sequences that have us die here if we just play vendor instead? I don't think there's too many.
I don't think there's much, right? Yeah. We can just run this out.
Yeah, they could like equip and lightning bolt us, and they still wouldn't be lethal. So I think we're okay.
This might just be a full cost flashback here.
Yeah, I think I would anticipate that as well. All right.
Okay. We could get cheeky and play the staff, hold up restoration. Or are we just ejecting this?
Right, yeah, it's a good call. Like, what do we want to do? I kind of like just ejecting, because that helps us hit a land drop, and then we can really start to unload.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who needs the lands?
All right, no samurai katana, please.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking let's play around samurai's katana. Can't play around lightning bolt unless we untap with this restoration magic, but we're at the super tense part of the game where we kind of want to think about specific cards here. They're tanking on this, which is good.
It seems like
they're a bad side. It's bad when they go, "Ooh, let's look," and then they take a card instantly. Interesting that they gave you the GG. I wonder if that was like overconfidence or saying, "Oh, you've got a bunch of cards in hand and I'm running out of action. I probably lose."
I actually looked away. I didn't even see the GG.
Oh yeah.
That can mean a lot of things.
Exactly. You never know if it's the sincere GG or the cheeky GG.
Yeah, right. Or MTGO, they have the chat function. I think that would be the most toxic thing of all time on Arena.
Oh, for sure. I think it's very smart that they don't have that on Arena.
Probably for the best.
I don't know if you've ever heard this story, but I was, when I think of roping, this old story from like back in the day, people, before Arena, Magic Online.
Yeah.
There was these two people. They're fairly well known, not exactly pros, but I think they were well known. And one of them just like gets so mad, just like, "Oh, you're so lucky," typical like rage stuff. Just like, there we won the game. How could you possibly, top deck so lucky? And then they leave, and on MTGO there's like a 10-minute timer. After 10 minutes you lose the match, and then they came back at like 9 minutes 50 seconds. The person who was raging, by the way, saying so lucky, they untapped, they drew a lightning bolt and killed the opponent.
Oh man.
Such VM, like so crazy.
Yeah, that stings. Sometimes I wish there's a timer at my LGS sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's
like pre-releases.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, pre-release is like casual and fun, but just sometimes you wish there was a timer over there.
Yeah. And it's tough too with there's so many words and cards these days. Like just reading the cards sometimes takes so much time. So I feel it's a tough thing to balance.
All right, match.
Good hand though.
Number 2, yeah, hand looks great. Let's just play stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Was there any thought of tapping down the Goo?
Yeah, I don't think so. There is a slight thought, but I think it's just too min inefficient.
Yeah. I know some sets you really have to deal with the mana dork, but Better,
Yeah, I was just
better
gonna
use
say
your
if it
mana.
was Torgal, Torgal, I might tap down, and we drew a tap lane anyway, so.
Okay, we could deal with both. Should we deal with just Torgal, swing this token?
Yeah, I think yeah, just slash the Torgal and attack for 3. I think I'd want to keep Sleep Magic for something a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
A little more threatening.
That's a card.
That's a good one. That's a good one to tap down.
That's a good card. Oh, he's even got the nice Choco.
Wow, the fancy Chocobo. Okay.
Oh, we can do the thing, though. Is it too early for that? Probably just play both these.
Yeah, I think just
this gets
Magic
better.
and Vendor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Mughal's Valor gets better the longer you wait, generally, because you just make more tokens, so.
All right. Feel pretty good about this. He can cast it. Yep. Let's see here. We could just bounce this, but we can only get in for 5. What are you thinking here? Are you playing for tempo, or are you playing for, doubling our board?
Yeah, good question. I think I just go eject and get in for 3. Like, it's still a decent amount of damage.
They gotta spend their whole turn doing it again.
Yeah, exactly. You could even... Oh, that's interesting, too. I don't think I'd use it just yet. I was gonna say, you could even maybe, like, attack with everything. They block the guard. We get in for 5. We still make a token. And so we're pushing a little bit of damage. We're losing a point of power on the board, but that's it. I think it's probably worth it. I think it's probably worth still making the big attack here.
We can move this. That doesn't do anything. Okay.
Yeah, so we just decline and then attack all is what I would do. Because it's kind of okay if they eat the 2-1.
Right. All right. Sure. All right, are we using this on end step?
I think I would still just wait and put it on top, because I don't think we're necessarily going to cast Mughal's Valor this turn. Oh. Well, if we knew we were going to draw that, we might have, but... Okay. So, yeah, this is probably like Ice Magic, their bird, and just get in for just the 3-2, I guess, now, because the attack with all 3 makes less sense.
Another 3, yeah. All right, let's do that.
Yeah.
Kept it on top.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we're fairly happy about that.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I got gotten.
Oh, he lost the Choco, though, doing that.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Maybe that's why he kept it on top. All right, we got 7.
Okay.
This equips for 2. We can do that for 1 off the vendor. I think we just go to combat, right? And then
Yeah, go to combat, and I guess we can go like equip the vendor, attack, still be able to infantry end of their turn, and then untap with Mughals Valor. That seems pretty good.
Might try to remove it. Yeah.
They do. Okay, well, probably worth using the Valor here. Just save the creature, make a bunch of tokens. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and he didn't block, right?
Oh, yeah. There. That works too. Okay. So yeah, unless they have something real good here, I think we should have it. Or I guess not exactly. Oh, but the staff helps though. Nice.
I mean, this is just going on any token, right?
Yeah, but I guess, yeah, just any of the 1-power creatures should work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lifelinker obviously the best.
Yep. Okay. That's a little awkward now.
Yeah, okay. So it's still probably a good enough attack all. We attack all.
3.
And we lose 2. Yeah, we put them to 3. We're gonna have another infantry.
Yeah.
When we, yeah, so it's good.
And he can do the Eden thing, but Torgal is the worst case scenario here.
Yeah, this should be fine.
Let him go to blocks. Yep. Alright, we top deck any spell. I think we'll be pretty happy.
Yeah. And even still, I think we're probably okay. Like, if they play one blocker,
yeah.
we just move the equipment around. Yeah, awesome.
Alright, I don't think much of a sideboard matchup, really.
No, I don't think so either. We didn't see all that many cards. We kind of just saw some ramp and a little bit of removal, I guess, but nothing in the board really seems awesome. Like maybe we bring in the removal spell if we saw some real nasty things. Right. We saw, you know, the cat, but we've got enough interaction.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good hand.
Alright, we're just going infantry. We want to play Zach with mana up. Ideally.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think probably infantry first. Yeah, just like you said, probably better to play Zach a little bit later when we have the mana.
Yeah, probably. That's close, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'd still just play the Coral. Like it attacks for more.
Uses their mana better too.
Yeah. We're probably not going to sack this turn, so it's kind of like wasting a mana. Oh yeah. You know, I was gonna call this out actually. Maybe better to have attacked first. I guess it wouldn't matter because we slash, and it's only for 1. Yeah. But I'm always like, you know, they've got white mana on 2. Ambrosia's always something on my mind.
I would get got on this video here for sure. the one time they have it. Are we hanging on to Curl? Or are we taking this? No, we want creatures, right?
Yeah, I think with Mughals Valor, we're probably happy just to chill. Also, Slash Light makes us not want to trade.
Yep. Man. No lands. I'm going to play Zach, I believe, and just keep developing.
Yep, I agree. Okie dokie. Maybe we're gonna see another one of those Bance Chocos.
Yeah, right, or saws. Oh, you called it.
There it is. All right, yeah, they're doing the thing.
Yes, they are. He draws off birds too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Cool deck. All right, land is nice.
So, I think we're just passing.
Yeah, think so too. And we probably should just bounce the Choco before they go to combat. Or I guess like after combat, but before the actual attacks. I think we can't afford for them to, you know, keep drawing cards.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, we still recast it, but
Well, at least they put the counter there, which is nice.
yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so now they're in combat. Yeah, we get to bounce Choco.
Do we do the curl thing?
I think we rather have them spend their mana again here.
Okay.
Otherwise, we just like tap it and then they play something else and we start to fall behind.
Yeah.
Also, probably not a bad idea to block with Curl and sack Zack. Right, you get to eat their Ambrosia. That looks good.
Sure.
And then if we draw land, we're like right back in it, right? We bounce Choco. All right, yeah, there we go.
All right, this can't get countered, but we should probably do it now and just get in, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Has this card been good for you? Ride the Shupif?
No, it has not. I put it in a few decks, and I've been sad every time I've drawn it.
Yeah. Well, the 7/7 doesn't even have trample either.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Yeah, lots of Chocos.
Wow, yeah. Nice, okay, so starting to stabilize a little bit here.
Okay. So we could go Vendor and nothing, or we could go Castle Guard, hold up one of our effects here.
Yeah, Castle Guard hold up an effect looks good, because if they play a land, we can kill, they'll probably put the counter on the 2/2, we can kill the 2/2. And if they don't, we can, you know, they don't want to attack with Choco, because then we can just trade, so.
Right. Oh, yeah, he's doing this.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Alright, we can't tap this down, it's an enchantment. So we just tap down.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Yeah, I guess we just tap down the Choco here.
Just taking 7?
Yeah, it's a little painful, but I think it's fine.
Oh, they only swung with the 1.
That's good. Yeah, we'll just take that.
Alright. Huh. Well, we can go... We're in a tough spot here.
Yeah, definitely. So, we could Moogle's Valor, and we'll have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 toughness of... Oh, sorry, 7 power, and we can kill the ride. We can also plan to do that next turn, like play the Vendor, play the Magic Tech, and then we'll make more... Yeah, we get to chump. We'll make more tokens. I think I'd bet on that. Yeah, let's go Vendor into infantry.
Yeah.
Plan to jump. hope they don't hit a land, because then we will have to chump with something else probably too. But that's okay.
Slash, does that change anything?
I don't think so, because like it's like slashing versus chumping is kind of similar.
Yeah.
Although I guess there's some thought to like we could chump then infantry then Mughals Valor if we draw the other planes, right? But because we can play infantry and Mughals Valor in the same turn next turn, but no guarantee that we have the third white source. So I think this is what I'd do. Yeah, it's been a tough game, but we're also not like terribly far behind where we have no chance. Okay. Let's see. Do they hit a land? They did. Okay. Unfortunate. So we do have to chump with two things.
Yes. Yes, we do. It might be the vendor, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Yep.
Yeah, we could use a planes.
Yeah, planes would be really nice actually, because then we get to go Mughals and then. Oh God. Top land. All right, so. I mean, we're still in it still. Like this Valor is keeping us in it.
6. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. He's gonna draw so many more cards though off the birds getting in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I think we're prolonging the inevitable here.
Yeah, I think so at this point. I kind of felt hopeful about the game a turn or two ago. Now it's kind of spun out of control.
Three, 4. Would you do any different? 5.
No, 7. I think that's kind of how we have to block.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder if we don't have any board pump effects like get them.
Yeah, I was just thinking, is there a way we somehow steal this? I don't think so.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
That's a lot of birds.
All right. We can scoop it up. I think. Yep. Go to a game 3.
Yeah.
Cool deck. They're doing the thing.
All right. Are we thinking any differently about Fate?
Yeah, Fate for Choco. And now that we've seen, like, they just got a bunch of big things, right? Like, one of the problems with Fate is like if their deck is all like small cheap things, you kind of feel bad about trading your 3 mana for their 2-drop, but they've got a bunch of like real meaty things we want to kill. So I do like Fate here.
Okay, probably in place of.
Yeah, maybe Restoration Magic. They really didn't have too much interaction, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, I think something like this. How can people find your coaching? How can they sign up for that?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. So I have a coaching email that's in the video description of all my YouTube videos. So you can check it out there if you're interested. Yeah, it's kind of just been a thing I've been doing. It's actually kind of how I got into content, funny enough. I started doing that, then content. And so it's been, it's been something, it's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's probably the fastest way to improve is to have Alex over your shoulder. So
yeah, not to plug my own self, but I do think that is true. I think having somebody else with you is always the fastest way to get better.
That's my favorite thing to do with friends too. We'll just have someone share a screen and just 2 heads are better than 1. But what are you doing? Are you playing the infantry on 1? Or are you keeping this?
Yeah, I would keep this and just play infantry. We probably just go tap land on 2 and hopefully draw the untap land after.
All right, all our games, man. We've been begging for the third land.
Yeah, I know. We really just like, come on. Land. Okay, so now we probably bounce Torgal
Yeah.
because we just have to keep pace.
Come on, just one.
Yeah, just one is good here. I think we can afford to miss once. Twice might be a little bit tough.
Yeah. We're on a full 17. Oh, come on.
Okay, I mean, that helps us attack into infantry, and if we draw the land, that actually helps quite a bit. So, not a land. Land would be a better draw, but still a good draw.
Yeah. How do we beat the shuffler, Alex?
Yeah, I don't have any tips on that one. Sorry.
He's undefeated.
Okay, that's not super sad to see that here. Better than Choco.
Oh, no,
all right.
No land? No, he's got to have one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta have it. All right, they do. And it's tap land too.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, all right.
Well.
Yeah, I guess we move it over. No, we don't move it over. Well, I think we do move it over actually, because I was gonna say we want to diversify our threats, but they didn't really show much removal, so I think we just put it on the bigger thing and have that grow. Yeah. All right, don't play anything crazy.
Yeah.
We'll draw our third land. Mughals Valor is still pretty good, even though if we're a little bit behind.
Yeah, we're going to go down to like 6 life and then, rally behind the Valor.
Yep, exactly.
Prish. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, growing big.
This card's been rock solid too. I mean, if you're
in a
3-color deck.
Totally agree. Yeah, just that counter turns it from pretty bad to pretty good. Nice.
All right. Are we chumping this and drawing cards? I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. It might just be a good idea to exile it at this point, right? Or destroy it, sorry, with Fate. So we could do that. If we don't do that, we cast Tutorial and start racing. I kind of like casting Tutorial actually, because that helps us hit land so we can start Valoring.
What's going on in the infantry, right? 'Cause are we gonna chump this? You think? Or are we?
Maybe at some point. I think we put it on the infantry though, because that'll help us attack a little bit better.
Oh right, I'll get 3 counters, right?
Yeah, we get 3 counters here. Pretty sweet.
That's crazy.
Okay. These straws.
That's not too bad, right? No.
Yeah, not so terrible. That it's gonna flip though soon. They just need one more bird.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And that thing's a monster when it flips. I don't know if you've ever encountered the backside, because it doesn't happen too often.
I haven't actually, no. Atlantic Lancers, yeah. All right, we going to 5 or chumping?
Yeah, I think we go to 5 here, because we just need creatures around for our slash and our valor and stuff. All right.
We can't double spell. So This would be a 3/3. That's not going to really matter if
Yeah.
they play a land, though. It won't exactly matter. Blocks Torval.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll like pass the turn. If they attack 5/5, we just exile it, and we might be able to, like, they might even attack with many things, and then we can maybe eat something in combat. I think passing here is like the most.
Yeah.
Not even just the safest option, but I think the only option we really have. Because if they just like, oh, what's this? Well, we might reassess. Yeah, that's a little rough. Okay. Okay, yeah, we have to let that happen. Then, yeah, I guess we still just pass here.
4, 5, 6. Oh no.
Gross. All right, well, yeah, I think if we hit our lands in a timely manner, this game would have gone a little bit differently.
Yeah.
But yeah, the deck wasn't cooperating, unfortunately. Their deck's really cool though. Like they're like,
this is the best bird
really
deck
doing the
I've
thing.
seen.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so we can like kill one, chump one, and still die, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, GG.
Well, I do have to run. I really appreciate you having me on, though. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed drafting with me, and that I appreciate all the shoutouts too. So that was a really good time.
Yeah, of course, man. Thanks for sticking around, helping us out, and I'll see you around. We'll definitely have to do this again sometime.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, let's plan for that. And I wish you the best on this draft. Hope you get that 2-1 there.
We'll get that 2-1. I'll do it for you.
All right. Sweet. All right, see you around.
Yep, have
Bye.
a good night. See ya. All right, on the draw, I'm going to keep this. Why couldn't we draw lands, man? Could have got the deck working. Alright, we'll just play Paladin's Arm and I'll get in. Yeah, we'll just get swinging. We have tons of interaction here. Eject will get rid of the token. I wish we had another creature. This can backfire. Yeah, if you remove Zach, we could be in trouble. I think he's got it. No. That's a shame. Let's bounce it now. Always got to replay it. It's another 5 mana. Hmm. Four. Let's see if he triples. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Yeah, that's a big deal. Oh, that was wrong. Forgot it costs 3 to equip. Alright, well, he's going to double up Laguna. We can put 4 counters on the Gala Cat. Could be pretty good. Yeah, that's a lot of tokens. Can we steal a win? I was gonna say I would double block that. No, he's not doing the cat now. Or the wyvern. Just go all in on the cat. We gotta be dead, right? Oh, we could have won that game though if we found one more spell. All the Lagunas. 369. Yeah, we're just dead on board. Alright. Yeah, 369, 67. I think we just run it back. We can't get a safe hand. With no early plays, I'm gonna throw it back. No. Alright, vendor. Curl. If we draw any cheap creature, good. Now we're gonna hit lands. Hey, that's a scary one. There's the Moogles. What in the counter spell, huh? There's a case not to swing there, but we got in. I really don't want to lose creatures. Oh yeah, I'm okay drawing that. Not the best turn ever. Because now he's going to cast like Laguna and draw a bajillion. Oh, that's bad. I guess we take 9. 5, 6, can't double spell. We do this and pass. Hopefully he swings out and we can steal a game. Just way too much value. Shantoto, Tella. Oh no. No. Eject. That's gonna do it. 4, 7, 8, 9. 4, 7, 8, 9. I should have blocked here. This is not what's supposed to happen. Moogle's Valor for 0 and Scoop. Oh no. Oh well. That draft was working against us from the start. We couldn't hit land drops in any of the games. Couldn't stay ahead with Moogle's Valor. That is what happens with this card. It is high risk, high reward. And we were just on the wrong side of it. Yeah, this deck was just missing like the impactful cards. We had 2 uncommons, 1 rare. I guess we had a couple uncommons here, but we didn't get to play them often. Sleep Magic. Yeah, I don't know. That's just bad luck. I think we chalk that up to bad luck. Anyway, big thanks to Alex for hanging out. Make sure you check out his channel. Make sure you check out his coaching in the description. He's got some great stuff going over there. I improved a lot from watching. Don't let the results fool you. He's got the goods over there. Check out his channel. Check out his draft guides, and he does a state of the format address too. Really good stuff for keeping on top of the meta. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Gonna have more guests in the future. Let me know who you want to see next, and leave a like and subscribe on the video. I'm giving away 3 packs of Final Fantasy at 2K subs. So here they are. Hope to give them to one of you guys over there in the comments. So appreciate you. Have a good night. Peace.